Hey YouTube, this is Zach with Savage Traveling, coming to you from Da Noi, Thailand today. It's a beautiful day here in the village. I figured we would turn the camera on and go and see what's happening. There is a funeral down here. They're on day number 4. The monks are down there doing their thing right now. I think you might be able to hear it. You know, a lot of music, a lot of monks, and seeing their friends and family into the next world. Motorbikes parked out here. We're going to cruise on out and see. It's Sunday here, so some people are getting set up with the Sunday market. Other people are drying their rice. And we're just going to cruise around real slow and see what's happening, I guess, you know. We're going to start out here first. But as you can see, you know, they block the road off and then they set up, you know, a canopy and tables and chairs, and they celebrate the life of their loved one, you know. It could be considered inconvenient, but it's really not. You just can't drive that way. And if you're living right across the street, it could be inconvenient, but it's just the way of life around here. Yeah, I got a lot of rice out drying today. Come down here. And a lot more rice drying. You got the kids back there fishing. More rice. That's that time of year. Everything's coming out of the fields. And just come out here and pick your spot and start drying. We'll cruise around and then head through the village and maybe up by the market and just see what's going on today. I haven't been out much. I ran out to get fuel. You got to run out to the highway to get gasoline here. Well, unless you want to get the bottles or the little pay at the pump things. And try not to trust those too often just because it could be dirty gas. So we always try to run out to the PTT station out on the highway. It only takes about 5 minutes to get out there. They got some of these, looks like they're doing some drainage work out here. Oh, wow. Yeah, looks like they've done part of it here already. But yeah, the Thai funeral is interesting. A lot of times they're only 3 days, but these people are into day 4. But I could be mistaken on if there's a set number of days and whatnot. Yeah, they're doing all kinds of ditching around here. And we'll see, get to the other side of my road or our little soy there, and you get a better look at the funeral party. But for some people, like I was saying a few minutes ago, it could be considered inconvenient, but it's just a part of life here, and not really a big deal. They're all down there. You know, Grandma was down there yesterday or the day before because it was an older person who passed, and Grandma knows all the old people in here. And you see we got some guys camping out with their rice right here. Got their tent. It is, let's go down to the temple real quick, see what's going on over here. Hello. So usually, yeah, they got this all filled up. I was hoping I was going to drive up there and turn around. We'll just do a quick wheelie right here. The temple. This is Grandma's temple up here. We actually have a throne. She bought a throne, like the first, like an ornamental throne that you can buy at the temple, but my name is in there on it. She wanted me to, like, you know, help out monetarily, and I was very new. I was here like 2 weeks the first time I come, and I was not comfortable with that. And it's like, you know, and it was $600. She spent $600 on the thing, but my name's on it, like the whole family name. The families are named as like giving credit for you know, contributing to the temple. I don't know, it must be, I assume it's in this building, but I've never seen but a picture of it, you know what I mean? We'll get out this way. See, they're probably really grateful for this sunny day today, because it had been raining hardcore. And now everybody can get back out and get their rice raked out and dried, you know, try to make some money. But yeah, somewhere in this complex, there is a throne with my name on it, and my wife's, and, you know, her grandma, and actually her mom, my wife's mom, and her boyfriend were all attributed to you know, donating that to the temple. One of these days I will maybe me and Guy will come over here and like see it in person and get some video or whatever. It's you know, it's what's it, Ganesh? I'm not good with this Buddha stuff, guys, so forgive me. And I've seen this before, but I don't think, maybe this is newer. It doesn't look newer. Maybe it is. Maybe this has all been built since I come here, because I don't remember this at all. I didn't know we had a Buddha at all, but I guess we do. All right. We're gonna get back on the bike and cruise up by the market, and you know, they're setting up for Sunday market now, and we'll just see what's going on there. It's just so nice. Like I said, we had rain for days, and yesterday we had clouds all day, and it was a little cooler, so we got out and did some local traveling, and that was fun. We went to see ancient Khmer ruins and a waterfall right on the edge of Kon Ken and Chayapun province. It took an hour and a half to get over there on the motorbike, but so worth it, so worth it. Those videos probably came out before this one. Here are all these are all where they keep the cremation remains. You know, you can, I assume, purchase one of these, and there you will stay for eternity. At least your remains, anyways. Yeah, there's a whole bunch there. Village life. But yeah, my wife's all hanging out with some her old lady gang across the street, and I'm just out, you know, doing my thing here. The electricity, it didn't go out, but it's going like, you'd be like sitting in front of the fan, and then the fan will decrease in power, almost off, but then it just kind of, yeah, the electricity current has been fluctuating today, and that's a new one. This Noy's mother's house, our friends Noy and Paul who live in Belgium, that's her mom's house. They'll be here in like a month, well, maybe less than a month now, for their winter vacation back to the village, you know. So we should have some fun. I know there's some stuff planned to go out and do things with them away from here, so that'll be you know, I'll be looking forward to that. You know, anytime you can get out of the village, not a bad day, you know. So, more rice. But yeah, everybody's doing the mad dash to get their rice dried and sold because, you know, that's what you waited all year for, right? Everywhere you look, rice drying. Here's the main stretch through the village here where the market and our, well, the lake back there, as you can see, and the Mukata restaurant up here on the right. Just my wife's cousin, relation somehow. She's cool. Always treats us real good there. Here's the Leo shop on the left. Well, that's what we call it. That's where we get the beers. They love seeing us coming. They're like, oh, how much are you going to buy today? It's like, hopefully enough. And up here, if you saw my Sunday market video last week, that's where this all happens. People are just getting set up now. You got, you know, this will all be full of vendors here in a couple hours. And they're out here drying rice. You got, what's the lake called? Nong Khai Lake, Nong Khai Beach. And, you know, slowly but surely, you got a little plateau there with fish. Yeah, this is packed up, and then we haven't had rain, so I'm assuming it's going to be a big market night. We'll just cruise on out of here. What else going on down there? Don Dang Danoi Whittier School. It's where a guy's niece goes. Well, it's her cousin. It'd be her second cousin. It's not her niece. There used to be a good noodle shop back here on the Kwa on right, but I guess they went out of business. And they, like, the road wasn't even here at that point, and people still, like, the place always had customers, so I don't know how they got a road and then went out of business. But you never know around here. Businesses come and go faster and you can blink your eyes. I don't even know where it was at. Somewhere along here. Fish pond. Yeah, where was the restaurant? The restaurant was, God, I thought it was like right here somewhere. See, like, stuff changes so fast around here, it blows my mind. You know, it's little things like that. Like, there was a dang really nice noodle shop back here, and there is no trace of it now whatsoever. I was like, okay. Whatever. Yeah, just, you know, hanging out in the village. I was talking about the electricity, like, cycling down and cycling up. You know, the internet went out for a little bit, and it would be hard to work remote from this village in particular. I don't know how it is in other places, but we just randomly lose power. Most of the time it's back on before we need it at night for the air conditioner, but other times it's not, you know. Like today, if I had to work today, it would be hard to get anything done if you were relying on the electricity and the internet connection, because it's spotty. It's not like that always, but it's just one of those village life things where you have to be prepared for that. And if you're up here trying to work remotely and your life depends on it, man, you might not want to live here. Be my best. Because, you know, I mean, if you were teaching online and you're having trouble with the internet and the power, because when the power goes out you know, the internet on your phone usually quits working because it's, you know, it's being supplied by the same electricity, you know what I mean? This is Danhan Temple up here. Danhan. Go in there and cruise around. I bet there's a bunch of rice in there. I don't see any. It may not be as much space as ours over there. Cruise down in here. I've only been down in here like once. Yeah, no, there's nobody doing rice back here. Let's check out this guy. Ah, the gates are shut. That's all right. Yeah, you know, every temple's unique. That's a decent sized Buddha. Yeah, you know, every little place has a temple. Some are more funded than others. This one, you know, a little more funded than ours over in Danoi there that we just went through. I assume that this village, Danhan, is like the bigger of the villages in our little village cluster. So that's probably the one that's been here longer, you know, that's my guess. I don't see much more else to check out over here. But just a beautiful day to, you know, cruise around the village. Just take it easy, you know. Like after yesterday's, I mean, we were gone for 5 hours. Well, I mean, we had cloud cover, so we didn't get cooked. So that was why, you know, we were like, we better do this today because tomorrow we might not have the cloud cover. So I'm glad we took advantage of it because I wouldn't want to be out as long as we were yesterday today. So at least earlier it was a lot more, like now we got a little clouds have filtered in. Earlier we weren't so lucky. It was full on hot. This used to be like a seamstress shop, but I haven't seen her open this time, so I don't know, may not be doing repairs anymore. This guy would take some of her clothes there to get fixed or, you know, situated. Hey! Yeah, it's a good place. I enjoy every second I'm here. Every second of it. Said if I ever start doubting myself, I just go out and take a cruise. You know, it's nice. There's the school again. I was gonna turn. I don't know if you can see it, but you know, I didn't have much to say today, so I apologize, but this is a friend of ours' grandma's house, or where a friend of my wife's grew up at. It's dated. It used to be a little beautician down here, but she's gone, it looks like. Cool little place for a business, but I think she moved. Hello. Yeah, it's a friendly place, man. Like, oh, and busy. And now that I've been here, you know, on and off quite a bit in the last 2 years. You know, I've gotten to know people, or, you know, familiar with people. I don't know them that well, you know, I don't, but, you know, my wife's related to like half the place, so, you know, people get used to seeing you, and, you know, they know that I'm married to my wife and that she's family with them or whatever, and people are more than welcoming, you know what I mean? And I mean, that makes it or breaks a place, you know. If you're in a place that's not friendly, you know, nobody wants to live like that, but that's not the case here. You know, if I needed help in some way and I could communicate that, people are gonna help, you know. It's a community, and family is everything here, because I mean, that's all you have out here. But like the one time I lost my wallet, we were taking a cruise somewhere and my wallet fell out of my pocket, and we went to the village headman, and well, we bought him like some beers. we brought him a couple beers, but he announced to like all 3 villages here that I had lost my wallet, and if you find it, please bring it back, yada yada. I mean, nobody ever brought it back, but, you know, people were asking me about my wallet for a month, you know, like everybody heard that, and, you know, they were generally, you know, most people were generally concerned, and I had the chance to get the wallet back. That's a whole nother story, but and I was miscommunicating with the guy who was like, hey, wallet. He was trying to show me his wallet, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about, because I didn't know I lost it yet. And but, you know, not a bad place to live. That's my whole point, I guess. It's never a dull moment. If you get bored here, that's your fault. If you can't keep yourself occupied, or it's your fault. Like, because like I said, we're at this point finding places within like a 30-minute radius, and we're visiting them, and I'm trying to make videos, and, you know, that costs like $2 in motorbike gas, you know. All right, we're back home. Let's get back up to the house here, and I'll okay. Yeah, I know, guys, that was long-winded, but I love living in this village, and if you ever get a chance to try it, you ought to. I mean, as long as you've got a good support system around you, you have no problems. All right, guys, this is Zach with Savage Traveling. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. It's free, and I'd love to see you in the comment section below. Peace.